The eyes of the country are focused on Amy Park in Melbourne. It's the reigning premiers for the last 2 seasons, Melbourne City, away to their crosstown rivals and one of Australia's best supported, most successful clubs, Melbourne Victory. Who will rule the city of Melbourne after 90 minutes this evening? Stung a week ago by Western Sydney, Tony Popovich has made just 2 changes to the side that suffered that 1-0 loss. Lee Broxham's 31st Melbourne derby will start on the bench. Stefan Nigro comes in for him in the fullback's role. And Chris Economides, a scorer against Sydney on the opening day of the season, the scorer of the cup winner last campaign, comes in for his first start as well at the expense of Ben Falami. Otherwise, no change in the middle of the park. While for Melbourne City, all change at the last minute. Scott Jamieson has withdrawn from the side after the warm-up with a groin strain, meaning Curtis Good, who only just returned to the playing squad this week after a layoff with injury, is thrust into the starting 11. Thomas Lamb is there, Callum Talbot and Jordan Boss, the fullbacks as well. Well, up front, Marco Tilio, the Socceroo hopeful, finally gets his first start of the season alongside a Jamie McLaren with 9 derby goals to his name, looking to move ahead of Besart Berisha, the Victory icon, who also has 9 goals in this fixture. Victory for so long, the upper hand in this fixture, but City have come home strong. It is Melbourne City that get the 38th Melbourne derby underway. They may be at Amy Park, their home ground, but this is very much enemy territory this evening. Andy Harper.
Evening, Robbie. Evening to everyone watching on the 10 network. Well, for me, that kickoff just took forever to come. I can't wait for this. The 2 teams who've started the season impressively. Certainly Victory's first round was fantastic against Sydney FC away. Brought back to the pack last week by the very aggressive Western Sydney Wanderers. And now they get the derby to realign their season against Melbourne City, who haven't missed a beat in 2 games. This will be a cracker.
And Brillante spreading the ball out wide. A first touch for Economides, who's come off second best by Andrew Nabu, who's on the charge, inspired wearing the captain's armband. Great challenge from Cadete, the Spaniard. Well, Jordan Boss had held his place in the side before Scott Jamieson withdrew with that last-minute groin strain. It's Curtis Good who comes in to the centre of defence. And the suspension of Taras Gumulka sent off means that City have a reshuffle up front with Marco Tilio returning to the side. McLaren goes down. Referee allows play to continue, and Economides has got the better of Talbot here. Victory streaming forward, numbers in the middle, Nani arriving at the back post, Economides onto the right. It's blocked, D'Agostino! Well, D'Agostino scored 2 wonderful goals in derby fixtures last season, and that, Andy Harper, was a very good chance.
Well, it was a good early-sided goal as the ball contested there, and Economides winning 2 challenges in that lead-up. Impressively so. D'Agostino couldn't turn the goal past Tommy Glover, but the early stages of a derby, Robbie, when coaches talk and players in their mind, it's about winning those first challenges, and Callum Talbot just beaten on halfway in that 50-50. And the Melbourne City defence opened up completely. It's a great early sight for Victory.
Nani closed down by Leckie. Still manages to get the ball away. And Victory switch from right to left. Economides, Cadete, the overlapping run, the cross in! Brillante should have scored! D'Agostino wins it back. Nigro crosses. Back post, it's going to be offside. Play continues now, the flag goes up. Cadete. Well, what a chance for Josh Brillante.
Well, incredible moment. It's a delightful ball into the box. He's got the whole goal to hit, and it's straight at Tommy Glover, who can barely believe his luck. Really. The City goalkeeper to bounce that one away off his knee. An amazing chance from
a former City player. Well, you can see the tension. Tony Popovich said in the pre-match press conference that these are the games you love to coach in as well. The tension, you can feel it. He's striding around his technical area. He came out to have a word with Stefan Negro just before.
Just a word on Stefan Negro. He could forgive him for pinching himself and believing where he is at this moment in his football career.
As it's a nice touch by McLaren. And McLaren's still going. Closed down. And it's Stefan Negro still pinching himself, doing the defending.
Well, that was nearly fatal, that hesitation from Paul Izzo. I'm not quite sure what he was waiting for. He was going to come, then he stopped. Dead, like a stone. Leckie with the intercept. Clever again from McLaren. And enough Victory players converging, and there it was, Stefan Negro, who a couple of years ago had to fund his own trip to Central Coast for a trial for Alan Stadger. And he's rebooted his career so successfully, Stefan Negro, out of Ballarat. He finds himself on Derby Day.
Curtis Good, big night for him. Missed a fair chunk of pre-season and the start of the campaign with injury. There's still no Florent Berenguer. Out with the hamstring. Nuno Reis is a week or two away still. There's McLaren. Again looking to pounce. Leckie goes to ground too easily, according to the referee. And D'Agostino. Melbourne Victory. There was a feeling they were out-muscled, or at least had feathers ruffled. The referee's going to have a look. This could be the first turning point in this contest. Nani has stepped on Matt Leckie's ankle inside the box, and the referee has been called over to check. Look at the left foot. There it is, and everyone inside this stadium has just seen it.
Well, it's going to be a penalty at least.
Ali Reza Fagani returning to the field of play. All eyes on him. Penalty. Jamie McLaren can move ahead of Melbourne Victory's Besard Barisha in the all-time scoring chance in this fixture. He already has 3 this season, including a penalty. McLaren against Isuzu. And Jamie McLaren makes no mistake and runs, as has been his wont over the last couple of weeks, towards the opposition fans to celebrate.
Well, Nani overstepping the mark, conceding the penalty, and it's J-Mac on the Harvey Norman replay, who doesn't miss when he's not in form. He's barely going to fluff his lines with such a sharp start to this game. The derby broken open. Nani concedes the penalty. J-Mac converts.
And how much will Patrick Kisnorbo have enjoyed that, even if he knows at 17 and a half minutes on the clock that this derby hasn't had its final word. Lovely ball, Tilio outside of the left boot for McLaren again, running at Timoteo. There's Roderick Miranda with the sliding challenge in the box. It had to be timed perfectly. Corner City.
And after watching Josh Belante's header from about 3 yards find Tommy Glover rather than the back of the net, Victory would have taken the lead. Now they're just hanging on. In this period of the game, Melbourne Victory under intense pressure.
The run near post from Tilio. It's a set piece. It's a training ground move. Up the post and in. Own goal, Cadete. 2 goals in 3 minutes, and City have blown the derby wide open.
Well, rocked by the penalty. Melbourne Victory completely on their heels. Win the corner. Valon Barisha fires the ball on the Harvey Norman replay through a forest of legs. Izzo can't do anything about it. The post comes to Victory, to City's help, and it is an unfortunate deflection from Gadete. to make it 2-0 for City.
There's Graham Arnold running the rule over his hopefuls. No doubt there's a fair number of players on the pitch at the moment named in his initial 55-man squad submitted to FIFA earlier this week. There's one thing being in the 55, it's another entirely of being in the 26. Nani, just left side of the ball again, gets away.
You just look again, continuation of the theme, just how quickly Melbourne City closed the space down, and it's a free kick on Josh Brillante. So Melbourne Victory's start was as impressive, of course. They missed that chance through Josh Brillante. It seemed to take a lot of confidence out of the team. And the reprieve has given Melbourne City that extra shot. Then the penalty, then the own goal. Melbourne Victory find themselves with a massive, massive job in front of them now.
With Brimmer scrapping for every single ball, every single blade of grass. Lecky's touch is poor and D'Agostino has it. Nani breaking free down the right-hand side. D'Agostino with pace goes again. He was matched by Curtis Good. Nani still edge of the area, good effort. Back out to Economides, who can't control the rebound. And Victory denied a way back into the game.
It's a well-measured pass across the edge of the penalty area. Brillante looking to correct his error from that missed header earlier in the match. Tommy Glover's deflection finds Chris Economides, who can't maintain his balance and force the ball home. It's a great action from Melbourne Victory.
With Miranda, now Stefan Negro. Brillante, nice first-time ball for Brimmer. Nani. Closed down, Jordan Boss has got the better of him, and he almost got the better of Marchand. Oh, Brillante, he's late there, this is big trouble. It's a second yellow for Josh Brillante, inside 10 minutes. And the Victory skipper, a nightmare. 35 minutes in the Melbourne derby for Josh Brillante. He missed a gilt-edged opportunity to give his side a lead. Now 2 yellow cards, and he's off.
Well, it's a standalone yellow card. It's careless. Sitting on a yellow card. He's desperate to win the ball. He hasn't gone in to get the player, but he's late. It's a yellow card offence. That's 2, that's off.
Here's Lam, the Finnish international, arrived from CSKA Sofia this season. Came off in the opening game, just acclimatising. Looked like it may have been a hamstring problem, but has been an ever-present at the back. Here he is again. And again, looks long for Nabu, who is just repeating the physical efforts down that right-hand side. Up and down, stretching. Cadete. And the Victory defence. Negro. Turns inside, Tilio finds Nani. Moss getting close, but it's well defended again. And Tilio has got the better of Negro. City bursting forward again. Tilio! Oh, great stop! Poor Izzo, low to his left.
Negro caught here in possession, just a heavy touch. Tilio sets this up beautifully. Well anticipated by Izzo, and fantastic goalkeeping at the stretch.
And it's half-time in the derby. Jamie McLaren's 10th derby goal, his 4th in 3 matches. Gave City the lead before Cadete, with an unfortunate own goal, added a second. It could all have been so different had Josh Brillante opened the scoring moments before. But at half-time, it's Melbourne City 2, Melbourne Victory 0. The referee's whistle gets us underway in the second half. Melbourne Victory with a mountain to climb. They trail by 2 goals. They are without their captain, Josh Brillante, sent off in the 36th minute. And Andy Harper, it is the Melbourne derby. Stranger things have happened, but this will be impressive.
Well, I'm just looking to see if there's a full moon, although there's a lot of cloud around, so we won't even be able to invoke a sort of mystical contribution here for Victory to get out of this one.
Football's always mystical.
No, it is,
Andy.
it is. Melbourne City have just set such a good template, though, haven't they? How impressive have they been?
110 possessions for his side. He's not shy of a tackle either. It's Jamie McLaren that's taken the captain's armband, however. As here goes Leckie, who wore that so many times last season in Jamison's absence. That's beautifully done. Van der Ven deflected. City close to the knockout blow.
Yeah, nice move. They haven't really delivered a lot in this second half. It's been mostly Victory dictating the play, but it was just the power and technique of, again, Matt Leckie to stretch the play. Marshall bounced off him, couldn't stop the flow of possession. Van der Ven finds himself in on goal, the deflection for this corner.
In it comes. Leckie is there. Izzo fumbling under pressure from Marco Tilio. Free kick awarded. 20 minutes to go.
Victory have done extraordinarily well. Certainly deserve a goal on the balance of play, and if they can realise that, it's going to be a helter-skelter finish to this game.
Brimmer and Cadete. It's the Spaniards' ball in. Oh, it's not well dealt with by McLaren. Falami in the area. Cadete's ball back in is a good one. And now Brimmer. Nani. Blocked. D'Agostino. Blasts over. Appeals for a handball. Was that the chance for Victory?
Well, they've had a couple. Onto that second post again. From a corner. Timotheo didn't attack the ball. Now you're wondering where the number 9 is. Why isn't the centre forward striking at that one? And there he was, D'Agostino, on the back stick. Couldn't control the volley. But they come again, Melbourne Victory.
He's good again. What Tony Popovich knows is even when you're down to 10 men, he's got the likes of D'Agostino who will run all day and then some. Boss accelerates. Nani trying to foul, can't do so. Jordan Boss still going. It's a great run. It's a fantastic run. So close to a wonderful goal from Jordan Boss.
Well, he's a fine young player, Jordan Boss, and the gap opens up. Nani can't put it with him. He skips inside Miranda and then scuffs the shot, makes the space beautifully to get rid of Timotheo, but scuffs the shot somewhat. And the ball goes to safety from a Victory viewpoint. He is an exciting talent, Jordan Boss, no mistake at all. And it would have been some goal. The fresh legs certainly are going to be a factor for Victory. They're going to be able to maintain hope that they can reel this one in.
There's 2 more attacking players as Tony Popovich prepares to go for broke. Tilio evades the foul, finds Leckie. Tilio still going. Well, there have been 2 fantastic one-out runs, and now right up the other end for D'Agostino. Gets there ahead of good, but can only flick the ball up in the air. No free kick. Tommy Juric, who had a injury-plagued season last year. I think that's the least we can say. Just not even a handful of appearances for MacArthur after his move from Adelaide. A striker with plenty of experience on the international stage as well. And Velupile, a youngster who scored a couple of important goals himself last year. Leckie drilling the ball across the face of goal. Change is coming now, and it's going to be a triple change for Victory. So it's very much a last throw of the dice. Oh, they've handed it over cheaply. Here's Leckie. Leckie again. Stopped by Marchand, but Van der Ven gets it straight back. Tilio on his left. It flashes across the face of goal. Victory riding their luck. There's been a half-hearted penalty appeal. There have been a couple of shots. Glover hasn't really been overworked.
No, but his goal's been under more pressure. Melbourne City have mounted 2 solo raids on the victory goal. Here's a third now, perhaps.
With Galloway still going. Oh, it's a wonderful pass. McLaren with the chance to put this one beyond doubt. And Paul Izzo keeps victory alive, at least the faintest hopes of victory alive.
It's a lovely ball from Galloway. Corridor is open. Izzo saves. Still a pulse for victory.
And there might be more misery for victory as McLaren, it's left, Tilio, great save, Izzo. Brilliant stop. Marco Tilio can't mark his return to the starting lineup with a goal in the derby.
Well, Paul Izzo, you think to the first half, there's a couple of sloppy moments, bit sluggish coming off his line. Much better in the second half. This is quite a stunning save. Tilio has his spot picked, and it's wonderful, really, from Paul Izzo.
They have run for the full 93 minutes, and again they could have had at least some reward. That's what the crowd are thinking.
Exactly, and these are chances. So they're a couple of secs away now from consecutive scoreless efforts.
And that is the final chance of this match. Just 5 months after Melbourne Victory trounced Melbourne City in the final derby of last season, the Premiers have their revenge. It wasn't flamboyant, it wasn't necessarily spectacular, but a penalty and an own goal in 3 first-half minutes, coupled with a red card for Victory captain Josh Brillante, have adjudicated this one in favour of the City Blue side of Melbourne. Patrick Kisnorbo's side showing that this season their top rivals hold no secrets for them. It's 3 wins from 3 for City. They are clear atop the standings. It's finished at Amy Park. Melbourne City 2, Melbourne Victory 0.